Welcome to MyCounselor Online. My name is Brittany, and in a moment, you will have the pleasure of meeting Scott Makin. He is excited to share his unique perspective that he will bring to your counseling sessions. So, Scott, what is your story as a counselor?
Okay. Um, well, I've actually been counseling for nearly 30 years. And so it has always been a passion of mine since college. I did a lot of one on one at college and just really enjoyed it. And so I went on to get a master's degree. And then I worked in higher education colleges and working with students for about 13 years. And then I switched over and founded a counseling center at a large church in Indiana. That's where I'm from, Wabash, Indiana. And so I was there actually for about 21 years and really enjoyed spending that time with individuals, with couples. And so it was a lot of fun. Then for the last 6 years, I've worked with Dr. John Townsend, and we kind of co-founded a graduate school for counseling. And so I've been doing that, but still counseling. And then I have retired, semi-retired, and so I just wanted to continue the counseling, and so that then it kind of brings me to where I'm at now. So that's kind of my story as far as counseling goes.
Well, you clearly have a passion for it. You've been doing it for so long. That's really
Yes.
amazing.
Uh,
So, how did you specifically get involved with MyCounselor Online then?
well, so probably within 2 days after I said I'm retiring, Josh Spurlock, who created My Counselor Online, who I know, said, "Hey, um, do you want to do some things to fill up that time?" And so I know Josh; he's a great guy, and I know a lot about My Counselor Online and love their approach,
Mm.
which um, is a lot like the approach I take towards clients. And so I said, sure, um, I will do some things part time, and that would be wonderful. And so that's how I got here.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that. And so it seems like you've seen a wide variety of people over your extensive time in counseling. What kinds of clients, though, do you typically thrive alongside?
Over 30 years, it really is just a variety from depression, anxiety, eating disorders, those with addictions. And so so there really isn't any one particular. Um, we just kind of start wherever the client's at, and off we go. So
I love that open perspective.
yeah,
So, speaking directly to a potential client, what can clients expect in a session with you?
yes. So I what I have found to be really helpful um, is to um, to create a very safe place for you. And usually it's you kind of beginning wherever you want to. So it's not me saying, okay, here's a question, we're going to go here, here, here. And so once you start sharing, I primarily in the beginning will just kind of listen, which creates that safety. And then as you feel more of that trust and you can feel my care and enjoyment of you, um, we're able to kind of get to maybe some of the underlying things. And as that happens, you'll start to experience different kind of relational experiences, whether that's with me or things that you do outside of session that's a little bit different than what you've done, or as we explore certain things, some of those maybe more uncomfortable feelings get a little bit easier and they're not as overwhelming. And so as that begins to happen, these new relational experiences start to replace the old ones that have really caused you a lot of trouble. And so there may be those old experiences of, if I mess up, then that is bad. I'm bad. You can't get close. And you'll see as you share different, things that will be mistakes or these really awful impulses that for me, you'll experience me drawing closer and that will be different. And that can be very helpful in healing that will replace the other ones along those lines. And so, um, that's usually what you will expect. I'm not big on advice or try harder because it really doesn't work. And as together we create this safe place and new experiences, you start putting together all kinds of things and you'll start feeling stronger inside. You'll start to feel, hey, I might be good enough, even if I make mistakes, or um, you'll start to say, you know what, I have an opinion and this is important and I'm going to start sharing it, whereas maybe you weren't before. And so there's all kinds of cool things. And that's really the thing that's always been enjoyable for me is just to see how that slowly develops.